Hey guys, Big Bob here. Today I'm going to be cleaning my pool. Make sure it's nice and clean for this weekend so we can hang out, you know. So, I'm going to do a quick video and show you guys how I do it. Real simple, shouldn't take too long. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is I've already attached my vacuum head to my pole. And I've already got the swivel end of my hose hooked up to the vacuum. So now I'm gonna feed it into the pool. I got my hose run laid out behind me in the pool, and I'm gonna feed the hose down into the water until water comes out of the other end of the hose. You wanna feed it straight down like that. Run it over a little bit so it don't go nowhere. And you want to feed your hose straight down. And what you're doing is you're getting all the air out of your hose. And almost to the end here. Should get water. There's our water. Shove it underneath. And then you're going to bring it over here to the side and hook it up in your vacuum port. Now over on the side of your pool, mine's next to my step in the deep end. You got a little port right there. It's got a little flapper lid on it. And open that up, stick the end of the hose into that little port. And it's gonna be tough because it has suction. All right, now the next step that I do, I like to walk over to my pool pump and switch my valve to close my main valve, which is the one that sucks from the bottom of the deep end of the pool. I close that valve, that way my skimmer and my vacuum ports suck a little bit harder. Helps pick up the debris at the bottom of the pool. You don't have to do this, but it's what I do. Now, I'm about an hour, maybe 2 hours into my cleaning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down here. I got mine marked main, which is the bottom, skim, and vacuum. So I'm gonna close this one, so that way my vacuum and my skim have a little bit more suction. So now my vacuum is hooked up in the pool. My line's hooked into the wall. Now I'm just gonna extend my pole and run my vacuum around the bottom, pick up any loose debris. Then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna switch out to my scrub brush, scrub off anything that's sticking to the bottom, get it up floating around, then we'll be ready to shock it. All right, so now that I got the pool all vacuumed out, I'm back over here at the pump. I'm gonna get ready to shut it off, take my filter out, and I'm gonna spray it off with my water hose. Then I'm gonna turn the pump back on. And I wanna clean the filter before I go and scrub the pool, because when you scrub it, it gets all that loose stuff up and floating through the water. As it filters the water, it cleans your pool. So you wanna take some time and spray your filter out with a water hose. Takes like 5 minutes. All right, so while I'm here, I got my filter cleaned out, got it put back in. I've taken my lid off my chlorinator, and there's a gasket inside here. You gotta take it apart, take this cap off. There's a nut behind there, and you can drop this gasket down, and you wanna put some Hayward lubricant on the gasket. It'll keep them from going bad. Before I knew that, I've went through 5 or 6 of them, and they're $15 a piece. So you definitely want to do that. While I got the chlorinator open, I'm gonna go ahead and throw another tablet in it. This is an automatic chlorinator with a gauge, so I just turn it. Want more chlorine? Turn it up. Less? Turn it down. You want to keep it stocked, that's for sure. It goes on a lot easier when the gasket's nice and lubed up too. So I'm going to do the same thing for my filter cover. There's a gasket goes around it. I'm just going to throw a little bit of lube on it, put it back on. All right, so my pump's packed together. I'm going to reopen my main valve that I closed when I started vacuuming, and I'm going to turn my pump back on. On top of the filter housing, there's a little bleeder valve here. Need to have that open so the air can bleed out. When water starts coming out of it, close it. You'll hear it start to build up. You'll see your pressure gauge start to rise. You don't want your pressure to go above about 25. It starts getting high, close to the 20s, take your filter out and clean it. You hear the air, and here comes the water. Now she's running. So now we can get back in there and scrub it. Once it's scrubbed, put our shock in, we'll be good to go. Here's a little secret for you. Over here where your skimmer is, this thing creates a whirlpool. In order for it to create a whirlpool, this basket's got to be down. If it's not, when the pool's not on, this basket will float. If you take a couple chlorine tablets, throw them in there, it helps chlorinate your pool, and it keeps the basket down. So it gets that nice swirl of sucking the stuff in from the pool. Boom. All right, now that I got my pool all scrubbed, I'm gonna put in my shock now. Pool Essentials 4-in-1 shock off Amazon. It's way cheaper to buy in bulk. Chlorine tablets, shock, come from Amazon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna sprinkle it in as I walk my way around the pool. You wanna get a little bit more in the deep end, and I like to dump the rest right in front of the jet. Now the shock's in. Pool's still got another 3 or 4 hours to run. Once it shuts off, I'll turn it on again and let it run probably till dark. Right before I go to bed, I'll turn it off. And by tomorrow morning, pool will be crystal clear. So that's it. That's all it takes to clean your pool and shock it. A little bit of time and it'll be ready to go by the weekend, ready to swim. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope anything I said helped you out. You guys hit that like button and subscribe. Check back. Another video, another day. Here's a nice evening view of a freshly shocked and clean pool. Ready to go swimming this weekend. Beautiful night. Got my lights on. Give a shout out to my boy Josh again for coming over and hooking up my power source right here. Making it way easier to get power to my lights. Appreciate you, bud. Pool will be ready to hang out this weekend. Looking good.